Previously on Backyard Survivor. Having saved Jessica and successfully taking out Tennille, John and Sarah continued their pursuit to eliminate any contestant that they hadn't previously worked with.
Oh, good on you.
However, having lost one of her swapped Carlay allies, Jessica was feeling betrayed,
There are several people that lied.
which opened the door for Stephen to create an unlikely ally.
Yeah.
Oh my lord,
Let's
Jesus.
be strangers.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm going to be a little bit of a social butterfly right now and get around and talk to as many people as I can to try and prevent my name coming up again.
Some players, who had just voted for each other, were able to put their differences aside.
I just want to say sorry, I wrote your name down.
Oh, I wrote
No
it
hard
down.
feelings. Yeah.
No, I don't take it personally at all. It's fine.
Whereas some others found it a little harder to move on.
Because that's what I
You
heard.
you weren't going to vote for me, yeah, and then everything changed.
This put Mitchell high on Jessica's hit list. But when he secured himself an immunity win,
Yes.
Mitch wins immunity.
it was Jay and AJ who found themselves in need of saving.
I feel like maybe it's me.
With idle paranoia at an all-time high,
Could Jay have had two? They still have one. Are you kidding me?
John and Sarah decided that a split vote would be the safest option,
Yeah, what if we split between the two?
with majority of votes on Jay and AJ as the backup. But as Keegan had just flipped on his original Bonner tribe, he concocted a plan to cover his tracks by claiming it was AJ who was the one to vote against the Carlay Bonner alliance.
A lot of people, I think, will struggle to try and work out who voted for who.
Unfortunately for AJ, this was half true. Which made him an easy target on both sides. With both Keegan and Tristan wanting to save Jay, they set about to ensure that the vote split was more heavily weighted on the votes for AJ. In the end, everyone piled on the AJ side of the split, except for Sarah, who voted for Jay. Again.
Jay, here we are again.
9 people are left. Who will be voted out next?
I'm not going near the spider. I'm putting it over here. She's going over here. I essentially got told like right before tribal just to vote AJ, and it was the only option I had, so I just went with it. I'm just doing my life right now.
I had a chance to give AJ the heads up, but it wasn't until the very last minute, and I just told him that I couldn't guarantee or make him any promises anymore.
So that tribal council went pretty much as planned. It was going to be between AJ and Jay. I just wasn't sure who would come out on top. But looks like Jay's pulled through.
Next tribal, honestly.
Yeah.
Depends, like, obviously, someone's going to get immunity, but the rest of us can make decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, green team's strong.
Got this potential plan of the original Greens coming back together.
I've been pretty clear about that the whole time, to even the others.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's in it for themselves, but green teams, like, until there's just the four of us, I think they stick together. I think they're...
So the original Cali team is still here. There's four of us: John, Jess and Tristan, and myself.
I think, we're just charging through.
I think the next fight is kind of...
And if it's not Jay, if she gets an immunity.
I think I'd like to go to the end of the game with John. I really like his game style. He's up front, but also is really good at planning, and yeah, I think he's a great player.
We were talking about that preemptively. The plan is to wait until they say a name.
Yeah, well,
because they'll say June or Jessica. So we're just going to make sure that Jane does not get immunity.
There's a lot of talk going on right now, and I think we just need to make sure that Jane doesn't get immunity idle and she gets kicked out.
Very hard. Jane's ready.
The most important thing for my game at the moment is making sure Jay doesn't get voted out. So I'm just trying to divert the vote away from her, each vote, because I can see myself going quite far with her.
There's 9 people in the game. So you give you 5.
So I've got...
you consider working with Jay? If she's got immunity, you would consider
Yeah.
Jess is the last one left that's not amongst an alliance. So the natural reaction is to get Jess out. Playing 2 moves ahead, the 4 original green team with Jess, that's 5. With a game of 9, that's all we need.
That's a solid.
Of course, Jay's a swinging voter, so she gets free cast to pick her own alliance, which is tricky.
Right, if Jay doesn't because I like her, but I don't trust her.
And she's, I've had danger is that she is likable. She's likable, she's going to have to be good at challenges, and so...
Yeah, that's the thing that scares me, she's good at challenges.
I think we need to take out that form green now. Because already if we go 4-4, then May is always back. There's still 4 of them, and I think if we go and take out somebody else, they will stroke back and go KO strong through to the end. They have, this is the crucial vote. We get one of them out, our top 4 controls the game. And I can breathe a little bit easier. We are 1 vote away from having an absolute majority. We just need to get rid of one of the former Kale tribes.
Yeah. Yeah, I barely know what's happening, and I don't like how out of the loop I feel.
I think Jay. She scares me.
They both voted Jay. Jay's not going to like them.
What if she doesn't?
Either way.
I do not feel safe with Jay with us. I think that she's scary because she's very strategic, and she managed to stay in that vote.
If you guys are going to vote for me, you should probably just take it.
Oh, we haven't. We're like just talking.
Because I heard you like go shh.
I'm just like so in that habit now. Today has been crazy. I don't know why I just didn't vote Jay.
I mean, I voted you guys.
Yeah,
That's fine. I think I need to just like find some people that have faith in me.
Look, they're all talking to each other.
We've demonstrated to Jay that we got
Yeah, exactly. So I think she'll side with that. She has no reason not to.
Okay.
And she's probably the most dependent vote because the other side alliances were doing what she does.
The yellow tribe, the second yellow tribe that merged together, there's a few different alliances in those. I think Claudia, Steve and Mitch seem to be quite close as well.
I really like Claudia, but I think she's a bit of a threat too. Actually, got some really good game plans, like happening. Yeah, just like awesome, but a bit threatening at this stage.
Yeah.
What do you think?
just because he liked me. I asked him if my head was on rock before and he was not voting for me. Hey, sorry, can I join in?
We have to get rid of one of the team. Sorry. But whilst John and Sarah still work with us, I don't want to
I've kind of got a little bit of a tricky thing going where there are people who want to vote out Jess, there are people who want to vote out Jay. I want to vote out John. I haven't even made any decisions since the merge started. Yeah, I don't want to just float. I honestly don't think that with the rate that this game is going at, I could not pull numbers and lie enough times and have enough conversations to make any more interesting gameplay than at least just subverting the predictable and just voting out some greens that turned yellow before we get the people who were whatever and then turned green. So I think so too. I honestly, because they're all together, right? They're truly right. But I don't trust Jay. I reckon we get rid of a few green and then we get rid of Jay. Sure, I'm not saying like make Jay part of our final three. No, nothing like that. Like, it's just too easy. If the swapped yellow just takes out all the swapped green, then what are we doing? It's just ridiculous. Really want to target green. Yeah. And I think it's just, we kind of decided that it's actually just really boring if we just go for Jess or Krista. Why not? Because John and Sarah are becoming a twosome. They are becoming very close. They made us a two. So I'm trying to get everyone on board to vote out John. Or Sarah, but preferably John, just because he's a bit louder. And I don't know, I like him. But I've had enough of his toilet humour. Had so much of it today, and I can do without it from now.
Yeah, let's do that.
be prepared that they will probably...
Well, then we'll take both of them. I think we can go to Sarah.
Hey. I'm scared.
I'm not shaking, I'm only shaking on the inside.
I just want to... I think so too. What do you think?
Well, I think Jay is the next reasonable choice, right?
Okay. Why?
Yeah.
Just because she's the last one standing.
Yeah, but there's all that green there.
I'm that green.
Yeah, I know, but you've been with us from like the beginning. I trust you.
Yeah.
And I do. My Prosecco bunny.
With all the Prosecco fans. That's good.
But like, no, I'm not saying that to like, I wasn't even thinking of you as green.
Yeah.
I don't think of you as green. I think of you as a Lello.
Myself and Sarah in the middle of the flip. And I know that when that decision comes, I'll have to think about how that will set me up for the final.
How about we just say who wins and we'll go from there?
And going to be this strong.
I think so. I confronted him about it. I pushed him really hard about it, and he said no.
I think there's one more. I think Keegan has it. but I can't figure him out. Because before I thought that he'd voted against me, and I thought that he'd lied. But he hadn't. And I'm really glad that I didn't tell people that he had. I was considering it, and something in my gut just said, don't say it. Pretty sure I didn't say it. I'm really glad I didn't, because I think that he has actually played honestly to me. So it could still be out there.
Right, okay.
But there's no point making
so
plans if
tough
someone
for me if I'm fighting someone that I haven't worked with.
Yeah.
That's my immediate, that's my easiest pathway.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yeah.
But it'll be that way for all of us.
We're going to have to vote out someone we worked with at some
Exactly,
point.
and then when it gets down to the numbers.
Do you want to throw up yet? Because of the milkshake?
I didn't drink any. I actually just held it up to my mouth and sort of pretended to look like.
Actually, I didn't pretend. I was like,
I just want to throw up.
Do you think I'm allowed to go up and get my drink bottle?
If we let him get through, I think Claudia now accepts that he can fight to the end. At least for this one, we can go through. We can do John doesn't go. That's what it is. Which ones let's just share that.
The speed up a bit now.
yeah, it's like having to make some decisions pretty quick.
So we've got sort of about 6 that I'm sort of comfortable with. I honestly feel that Jay is completely on the outs.
How are you feeling?
Yes.
I think that took an emotional toll on you.
Like,
So you really thought it was you? Yeah.
everyone kept saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
So after about 3 cycles of this game where I've been trying to give good signals of good vibes to Jade to let her know that I actually want to keep her in the game for a little while longer, I've finally actually been able to say something and have a conversation that meant something, which was good. I don't want you to go out next and after that. I think you're a really strong competitor, and if you are gonna work with anyone, and I'm honestly, I know, I don't want it to sound like I'm the best, but if you work with us and we can create a vibe. So at the moment we're thinking that the 4 of us, that being Keegan, Claudia, myself, Steve, plus Jay, is the smallest minority that we can form. And I think in Survivor you want to be part of the smallest majority at all times, because it gives you the chance to go to the end with the smallest number of people, and that gives you the best chance of getting right through the end. So if we're in a group of 5, I'm pretty happy with that. The danger is, are they the people I want to take to the end? If Jay gets right to the end, she's very dangerous.
Just go to this way so we can set up the challenge here.
We need immunity, honey.
Oh,
yeah. No. Guys, just be careful about your spiders. Be very careful. Go for it. Go for it.
A little bit scary.
Watch out for the spider.
Cool, we're back for another challenge, immunity challenge. So first things first, chill.
It's very sad.
Very sad.
Oh, too bad.
Got it. Individual immunity is back up for grabs. Here's how this challenge will work.
In this challenge, you must balance a ball suspended between 2 pieces of rope that are attached to 2 wooden handles. If you release the tension even for a moment, the ball will drop and you will be out of the challenge.
Everybody in place? Survivors ready? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sarah drops. Just take a seat where you are.
valiant effort, Sarah. It was a struggle. Even the slightest lack of tension, and that bowl will drop. Mitch drops. John drops. We're down to 6. Kristen drops. 5. Jess, Jay, Claudia, Keegan, Stephen. Alright, year 5, we're going to reset, we're going to take it to the next level. So can we drop ball? Yep, so you can bring balls down. Now, so on your things, you've got 1 knot. You're going to untie that to your 2nd knot. You're going to lift them back up. 5 seconds, 5 is ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody made the transition. This is significantly harder. Also very impressive. Work started to Jess drops. Jess out of nowhere drops. Jay's ball. Jay drops. That was great attempt there, Jay. Claudia drops. Down to Keegan and Stephen. Keegan has won individual immunity before. This would be his 2nd win. This would be Stephen's 1st. Keegan drops. Keegan drops. Stephen. Congratulations. Wow, guys, that was incredible. Steven, come on over. There you go. I got it. Cool. Congratulations. So Stephen, you cannot be voted out at the next tribal council. And in this next tribal council, that's going to be twice as valuable. We're at the final 9. 2 people will be going home at the next tribal council, but you need to understand how this works. There will be only 1 vote. 1 vote, 2 names with the highest amount of votes will be eliminated from the game. You have your time to head back to camp to figure that out, to crunch those numbers, but just remember you're all voting once. And you're sending 2 people home. Does that make sense? Alright.
You guys get bloody
head back to camp. Top 2 people getting voted is shift towards the people without power, and that's what I'm scared about. If that happens, I mean, it happens. We're all playing a game at the end of the day.
Oh no. I realised I watched everyone else spinning the whole
The game is afoot.
I realised I watched everyone else spinning the whole challenge
Yeah,
wrong.
it's completely different.
It's like no one didn't even get up. Oh, that's fine.
Different.
It's like no one didn't even get up. Oh well, that's fine.
I haven't really been performing that well in challenges. It was mentioned to me earlier in the game that they'll keep me in because I'm not a threat. So that's great. I'll more than happy to take that and roll with it.
Yeah, you guys did really well. Surprised how long everyone lasted.
My game at the moment, it's not quite in my own hands, so I'm in a bit of a phase where I'm having to just go, kind of be anyone but me. But Claudia and Mitch, they haven't really approached me to chat strategy at all, whereas other people, even if I don't fully trust them, I've at least built some connections with that I feel like, I can say, I haven't done anything that I haven't said I would at this point, so.
What I'm going to say is that if I was to vote against them, I'm blowing up my game.
Okay.
So all I can do, if you need my help, or if you want to work together, is sort of either guide the vote off you, and then maybe look for an opportunity later on down the track.
Yeah.
My strategy coming in here was just to tell people exactly what they wanted to hear, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So all the people who are desperate are just getting told exactly what they need to hear, trying to keep them calm and think there's a glimmer of hope that they can work with me. When in reality, I'm comfortable with the people I've put my trust in. I'm not deviating just yet. I'm not going to make promises to you now and say,
no, that's
go
good.
your way.
That's good.
Because I'll be blowing up my game,
Yeah.
and I'll just be pushing into you.
Okay.
Tristan, I could not even worry about feeding stories to.
So 2 people are going home tonight?
Yeah.
As long as that's not letting pass.
Yeah.
Okay. On paper on the last few votes, I'm kind of in a bit of a minority, but I've known which way the vote is going every time, so I've demonstrated trust to the core group, the people that I've given my word to. So in a way have been on the wrong side of the vote, but it's been for a reason, to get trust with them. Okay.
I'm going to get on and talk to people I've been working with.
Yeah.
And then come see me before the vote if you want to.
Okay, cool.
Like, are you willing to work with it?
I'm absolutely willing to work with you.
If it's beta targeting, like the minority can just as easily take out a majority. So
I think I'm in a pretty strong alliance. We've got the 4 original from the Green Tribe, myself, Sarah, Jessica, and Tristan. And then we've got the 6 original from the 2nd Yellow Tribe. So I'm in quite a tight position right now.
I mean, there's 2 groups. One group decides who gets to vote out, the person gets to vote out.
we are worried about John and Sarah. There's still 4 green in the game. They might be trying that whole sort of stick in the middle and pivot either way sort of strategy all the way to the end, and I could become a victim of that very quickly.
In my ideal reality, I would give it to Jane because I have not worked with her. I don't have this alliance.
Yeah, you guys did really well.
I know, it's rough.
I think there is an awareness that green is strong still, and they want to try and pick original green and current green colour off so that it doesn't end up being a final 4 colour. No one's safe.
Oh, John's going to that's just what that's all the options that I have.
If it is the 2 people with the highest number of votes, then like you want to be on the good side of everyone involved. Does that make sense? You don't want any votes coming towards you.
Oh, the previously one? Yeah. Later.
Hi, Mitch. Because he lied to us. What did he lie to about? Voting for me.
And there could be votes going all sorts of places, but maybe there will only be 2 names out there, and then just they're the 2 people who go out. That's crazy. You could go out with 1 vote. But yeah, I think because of that, I'm on board.
So I know that you want to play as fair as you can. You'll be fine. It's okay.
How are you?
Yeah, not
You're not panicked?
Yeah, I didn't expect that twist. I was happy, to one vote after the other, but I don't know for numbers.
I really need to find an idol. I feel very at risk. Hola, senor and senorita. G'day. How are you going?
Panicked.
Same!
Why do they do that to us?
So I think
So I think we still could go John.
And
But we'd have to tell John and Sarah somebody else.
Yeah.
So that's the second person.
two birds with one stone.
If they vote.
Well, if we've got the majority.
We only have the majority for one vote. 2 people are going home. 2 people in one vote. That's why we need John and Sarah.
Okay.
What's that, John and Sarah? John and Sarah.
We need.
But we need to be blindside John. But we need to be Tristan. One Jess home is the other.
I'm closer with John, so I don't know.
Oh, so
It
you
depends
want to
what
go Sarah and John?
So what do you think? I'd rather go Sarah than John.
Oh, that's fine. Sorry, I wasn't. I thought
No,
you said John.
no. I know.
I'm a bit worried now about Claudia. She's thrown a couple of weird names out there. I'm starting to get paranoid. Okay, so if we got Sarah and Tristan,
Yeah, I'm happy with
question
those.
is, will Jess vote for one of those? Can we use her as
I was just talking to her and she is down. When I talk to her again. But she's throwing bitches name around.
Who did you say? What did you say? She told me that you and John were Wait, she's got a stronger alliance with you and John. She's pretty Okay. I reckon we need to just, because they're going to push us through real quick, I think we need to pick out 2 people and just try to spread it as much as we can between. What do you guys want to do?
But I don't want much to go. I'll see who else we have and then I'll come back.
Yeah. Do we want to go infiltrate conversations?
I think we should chat and go to a great chat over there.
I think I made a mistake.
If we could get a split, I can put you through Hal again. But John to vote you. So if John and Sarah voted you.
This is terrifying. I think we're thinking Sarah and Tristan.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's actually not the names I was thinking.
Well, Jess was throwing your name around.
I told Claudia voted me. She told me the names that they were throwing about were you and Sarah, which I got ordered on. Because why would it be you and Sarah? Because we're the swing voters. I guess because we keep signing with Green Day instead of the others.
It's very easy for them to say, let's get John and Sarah out, break up the swing voters, make a strategic move to get them out. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I think we should keep him.
I think he's loyal. He voted with us.
And he can still win challenges. I don't think Sarah's going to win challenges. I think John can.
That's fine. We've still got.
We know we can definitely get one of theirs out.
It's but this vote is different because this vote is everyone. Both teams get one.
We just need to swing one person and then go be good. So yeah, it's going to be interesting times.
Oh, it's so hard.
I think we still need to go there.
John is apparently, at least what he said to me, was that he's really keen to get Jay out. So if that happens,
Yeah, he did say that
he's
to me.
able to convince the others to vote for Jay, and that moves us from being.
I mean, I would
5
also be
with
down
Jay.
too for Jay.
These 3 over here are getting ready to win. Yeah.
Which ones?
The 3's over
With him.
2 names. And it's anyone who will get thrown in, right?
So
this point in time? That's a very direct question.
3, 4, and 3. Unless we split it, so
Yeah, us 3. So us 3.
So if we vote for Mitch, you guys vote. That way, it will be a tie. It will be a tie. Which means Mitch, Claudia, and whoever they take out of us won't be able to vote.
Yes.
But on the re-vote, we have the numbers.
With 9 voters, you can cause a tie with 3 votes, 3 votes, 3 votes. From there, once we got those 3 out, we could channel our votes to where we wanted them to be.
They take out the top 2, so they'll just take out both.
Because it's a tie. It's a 3-way tie. Because it's a 3-way tie, they can't take us all out.
Yep.
See, Frank?
Yep.
That's good.
Yep. Okay. She scares me.
Okay.
She's really nice, but she's really strategic.
I got it.
You like that? Let me zoom. You like that? This guy's John.
Welcome back to Tribal Council. How are we feeling?
Terrified. Come on, Band-Aid, quick.
All right.
So let's talk about the twist.
Yeah.
How do you try and factor in for a twist where 2 people are going home with just 1 vote?
It's hard enough working out one vote.
And you kind of know, you know it's coming, and you just don't know who it's going to hit.
Yeah. We've been trying to delay the inevitable.
Yeah.
And now that's arrived.
Yeah. What's the inevitable then?
That we all go home and
Distraction. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's true.
That is the game of Survivor, yeah. True.
So hold on, John, when you said the inevitable, what did you mean?
Unless there's even numbers, there's a majority and a minority. And as all things staying constant, the minority diminishes, unless the minority is granted power, as such has been done today. So with the majority-minority argument, when you have 2 people going home with the highest amount of votes, where is the majority? What does it take to have the majority in that? All bets are off.
I think we're all a bit dazed and confused, and I think that if someone has managed to pull off the perfect split, then kudos to them. But I think this is going to be a messy one. So.
There's going to be punch. No.
There's going to be blood.
Do people know who they are voting for? Because whilst you have all been talking, I have seen side conversations happening at Tribal Council.
Oh no, really?
It's an intense night.
Yeah. So are we all confident on who we are voting for?
No.
There's names flying around all over the place.
Yeah, I think I've read every single name, and apparently mine's out there too, which is fair enough. So like they're all out there.
No one's safe.
Yeah,
Somebody
no one
said
feels
Jeff.
safe.
I don't know who Jeff is.
He's out. Jeff's out.
A couple tribals ago, a lot of idols were played all at once. Has the topic of idols come up since that Tribal Council?
Yeah, we're debating whether they've come back into the game. Can you enlighten us?
So what are the rules with if all of them were played? All of the 3 idols that were played, would they return to the game?
That's for you guys to figure out.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Cool. So, does anybody have anything they would like to say before we go into this vote, considering it may be your last chance to do so?
No hard feelings. We're all
Just that it just feels so, I don't know, you could flip a coin, and I feel like that's how some decisions might be being made at the moment. And you know, when you give you know, even just a smaller group of people the power to do what usually only the majority of people can do, that's a really big mix-up of the entire process, and it is scary because usually if you've got the numbers, you're safe. In this game, in this round, you need to know where all the numbers are going, and I don't think any of us can quite handle that, let alone have that many conversations. So you just got to hope that we've all had the right ones.
So, Stephen, you are safe wearing the necklace.
Everybody else sounds like
fair game.
You're fair game. Shall we get to it? Yep. Keegan, you're up first.
So there's 6 of us. The theory is if 3 of us vote one way and 3 of us vote the other way, then it'll be a tie amongst all 3. In which case, if it goes to a tie, then we've got the majority in the re-vote, and the people who have been voted for can't vote again. That's the theory. And I hope I remember the right one.
We'll go tally the votes.
Yeah.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Alright. We'll now read the votes. First vote. Claudia. Second vote. Mitch. Jay. Tristan. We have 1 vote Claudia, 1 vote Mitch, 1 vote Jay, 1 vote Tristan, 5 votes left. Claudia. Mitch. So we have 2 votes Claudia, 2 votes Mitch, 1 vote Jay, 1 vote Tristan. Tristan. So we have 2 votes Claudia, 2 votes Mitch, 2 votes Tristan, 1 vote Jay. Claudia. Tristan. Tristan and Claudia, you've received majority votes. The tribe has spoken. Please bring me your torches.
Tristan? Tribe has spoken.
Claudia.
Claudia.
Tribe has spoken.
And I'm out. Seems like there are some bullets that have been dodged tonight.
Alright. U7, you've made it through. You're still in the game. Head on back to camp.
That's a bummer. I thought I had a strong alliance. Maybe not. That's rough. Oh well, it's okay. It was fun, so I'm happy. I wish them all the best. Yeah.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. A few regrets from that game. But yeah, it was just so tricky to kind of coordinate the numbers. It's not a majority vote, it's 2 people going out. Like 3 votes is all it takes. But oh well, gave it a crack. Cause I'm rooting for Jay.
Next time on Backyard Survivor.
Throw truth and honesty out the window.
In the aftermath of the double tribal, players question who didn't stick to the plan.
I can't figure it out who isn't playing by the rules that we're setting up.
I'm in trouble. My lies are catching up with me.
Keegan, he's starting to crack a little bit.
And start to consider alternative pathways to the end.
We'll have to go and make some new alliances, it looks like.
And with the end in sight, all gloves are off.
Yes, which is not the biggest threat.
So do we take Sarah around? Just feels like a game of hot potato. Just the target keeps jumping from one person to the next.
Join us next time for Backyard Survivor.
Why not? Good morning. Welcome to Inside the Urn, early morning edition.
I'm here, coffee and notes. Because even though I was there, even though I've had 8 months to digest this, I still don't get it. So if you're sitting there confused, don't worry, so am I.
That's why we're here. Break into the urn and spell it out for you.
What we usually do for Inside the Urn is provide you with the most linear version of the vote as possible, trying not to get sidetracked by all the side plans and what could have beens. That's not what we're doing this time. We're doing the what could have beens. There were 2 clear plans actually going into this tribal council, both with the same idea of doing the 3-3-3, splitting the vote across the 9 of them and tying it, which then gives the majority to one group on the revote. Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to provide you with plan A, plan B, and then we're going to show you where the votes actually went.
With 9, you need a group of 6 to have a double majority to get both players out that you want to get out. Once again, we've got 3 people who are hard left and right. From Swapped Lello, they are Stephen, Mitch, and Claudia.
And from Swap Carly, we have Jay, Tristan, and Jess.
Now, the Swapped Lello tribe at this point in the merge still have all 6 of their members. So plan A is for Lello to stick together, so that would include Keegan, John, and Sarah. And between the 6 of them, they can split their votes on their 2 targets, which are going to be Tristan and Jay.
So plan B is this Kale, Bona, Green-Blue alliance that everyone's been afraid of ever since the kidnapping. It has arrived. So the 6 of them being the original Kale, John, Sarah, Jess, Tristan, are going to team up with remaining Blue, Jay, Keegan, and they are going to split the votes on the only 2 people on the other side that they can vote for, Claudia and Mitchell, because Stephen has immunity.
Both of these plans could have worked.
Yeah.
6 or 6.
Yeah.
But our movers and shakers, the people in the middle, John, Sarah, and Keegan, aren't all going to side with the same side.
So on plan B, who stuck to the plan was Jay and Tristan did vote for Claudia, and Jess did vote for Mitch. And John and Sarah also do stick with this blue-green. So John does vote Claudia, even though it's on the Swap Lello and that's someone that he's been in an alliance with, as does Sarah, who will be a vote for Mitch.
But the 3rd vote for Mitch should have been Keegan. Keegan is going to side with his true alliance, which is with the Swapped Lallos. So his vote will go on to Tristan, giving 3 votes on Tristan along with Stephen and Mitch. Claudia, the only vote for Jay, because John and Sarah didn't vote with Swapped Lallo.
And so as you can see, all it takes in this really intricate vote is a couple of people to not go with the plan, and this double vote split, whatever, doesn't work.
Essentially, both sides get one of their targets.
This was devastating to lose both of these people in this spot. I just remember seeing Tristan afterwards and giving him a hug and him just being like, how did it happen like this?
Yeah, and it's, both of them go out with only 3 votes when there's 9 people left in the game. Like, that is brutal. It's heartbreaking for Tristan and Claudia to go out when they hadn't been targets through the merge.
No.
But, there were players who saw them as being in their way.
So now what have we got? We've got a green-blue alliance that one person didn't stick to, and you got a swapped Lelo that is falling apart.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, see what happens next.
Don't want to give away too much. Don't need these. Thank you to everyone who has supported us on Indiegogo.
Mhm.
I think that's done now by the time you
Yep.
see this. Yeah.
Yep.
Because we're filming in the past. We thank you so much for everyone who's been sharing and liking and commenting, especially the ones who are commenting along live when we premiere it. That's been a lot of fun for us. So thanks.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next week for the penultimate episode.
Yes.
Yeah.